Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my last makeup monthly of the year. I did pick up a few things. I did finish one item and let's just get right into it. Let's do things a little bit backwards this time. Let's start with the item that I finished off, and that is the Maven Beauty Rosewater Setting Spray. This was a BoxyCharm item from, I want to say, last year sometime. I didn't really like this. It felt a little bit too matte. It didn't quite make my makeup look the way I want it to. When I look at a setting spray, I want my makeup to look refreshed but very locked in, and I felt like, yes, it did lock my makeup in, but it really didn't bring life to the skin, and that is a very important factor to me in a good setting spray. So I really didn't care for this. I will not be repurchasing this. But let's get into the items that I did pick up this month. I got 4 items, but I did splurge a little bit this month. So the first item I picked up was the Haus Labs Lip Oil. Now, when I first put this on, I absolutely hated it. It did not work well. It felt very drying on the lips. There really is not a whole lot of color, but since playing with it, I have learned to love it more. I've learned that I do want my lips well prepped before I put this on. This is not like a lip oil in the sense of I want it to moisturize my lips, but rather it works really well on top of already moisturized lips. So I will be using this as a gloss versus a lip oil, and then I find that it works really well underneath lip liner. It really enhances the color of the lip liner underneath and adds a lot of shine, a lot of beauty to it, but on its own it kind of looks like a clear lip gloss. It kind of feels drying. So there is a certain way that you have to use this, and since I've kind of learned how to work with it, I have been enjoying it more. I would not say it's a favorite in my collection. I will not be purchasing more colors, but I do like this enough to be able to play with it and enjoy it and have fun with it. And I do find myself really kind of experimenting and kind of getting into this. So yeah, it's just not beginner friendly. One of those products I definitely feel like just needs some trial and error in order to like it. But overall, now that I've learned how to work with it, I am enjoying it more. I also picked up the Sephora eyeliner. This is just a turquoise shade. I've only tried this one time this month. It's a fun little green to go with the Christmas season, but I like it. I'm enjoying it. I don't like a whole lot of liquid liners, but it's a nice deep kind of green shade to where if I'm wanting to wear a colored eyeliner but I don't want to like go all bright and bold with it. I know eyeliners can get a little bit tricky. Usually if I'm wearing a bold color, it's usually on the lid or like as part of like the eyeshadow itself versus an eyeliner. But I do like this when I'm wanting a colored liner that is just a little bit more wearable, and I feel like the deep green is that for me. I really do like it, and plus green looks really good with my eye color. I do have a nice chocolate brown eyes, so it really makes them pop. I also bought this Florence by Mills Chill Mist. I use 2 different types of setting sprays. One I used when I am trying to enhance like an eyeshadow or to spray all over my face to help with my foundation, get a blended. Plus it gives my face a really good base for blending out foundation and just kind of makes my face feel more refreshed before I go in with setting spray. And overall, I would say that this is just okay. The sprayer is just okay. I mean, Florence is not it's not a high-end brand. You definitely can tell that it's more of a drugstore style brand, and this kind of smells, what was it? I was thinking of it earlier. It was like kind of like old lady perfume, almost kind of vanilla-y kind of, but like kind of like an old like 80s, 70s, 80s style house if you've ever been in one of those. That's kind of what the scent reminds me of. It's not my favorite. I would not say this is my favorite face mist that I've ever tried, but I also wouldn't say that I hate it. It's just kind of okay. I will use it for the purpose that I bought it for, but it's not my favorite, and it kind of smells vanilla-y, which is like a scent that I also hate. So it's kind of like a combination of those things. So again, I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. And then this last item I held off on buying for a while, and then I told my husband I needed it in my collection, and that is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I've held off on the last couple of launches from her just because I'm like, do I really need those in my collection right now? But it's Natasha Denona, and I just had to get I had to get this because it's such a staple eyeshadow palette. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you would know that this is my staple neutral eyeshadow palette. So I have kind of been playing around with comparisons, and I'm like, does this compare to this? And it's Natasha Denona. Yes, it does compare to, this is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, by the way. But yes, it does compare. It's Natasha Denona. I mean, the quality is like way better than this. But I do feel like I don't favor this palette by any means over this one. I feel like they're just very comparable to one another. I mean, price point wise, this is going to be a little bit more expensive. Again, it's Natasha Denona. But I just like, this is still probably going to be my go-to just because I'm very familiar with this color story when I'm needing a go-to eyeshadow palette. But again, this will probably be right there. I mean, as far as one being better than the other, again, quality-wise, you're obviously going to get this one. But this is such a staple in my collection that I just see myself going back to this time and time again. However, because I do have this one now, I can definitely see this going hand in hand with this one. I'm just not ready to say this is one that I'm going to... Like, I'm not ready to say this one has been dethroned just yet. But again, you're gonna get the quality with this one. My heart belongs here still. Even though this is also gonna be a favorite in my collection. Anyway, that's my makeup monthly for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. We are at the end here of 2023. I cannot believe that we are here. So I've got a couple of wrap-up videos with my Project Pan updates coming up. Hopefully they'll be up before the year's end, but these days my timeline's so misconstrued lately that I'm gonna try. But thank you for watching this video. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and my goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. So if that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button. But if not, but you still want to stick around, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.